Hi all, Martin here, Man City Van TV. How we all doing? Friday, we've hit the weekend. How are we all damn well doing? Hope we're all good. Hope you liked the new layout today. As many of you might have seen, we've now got an introduction video to let you know that we will be live 2 hours previously before everyone else on Twitter. So if you want to know when we're going live, we will announce it on Twitter. It will also come onto the channel as a very short video to let you know you have got a 2 hour warning that we will be live. So as I said, we're always improving here on Man City Man TV, always making things bigger and better for the fans, by the fans, for you guys. Please remember that. But I hope you're all well. Let's get into a few hellos then. So, Ryan Corrie's on. Well, hello there, Mr. Martin. I like the way you call me Mr. Come on, remember now. I heard you'll come and join us this evening as well. Don't know what I've done for that. You better check what your ultimate team is. I gave it at least an hour to get it. I'll go through that with you later. I haven't checked it. I've been working all day. I've not been on my PlayStation all day at all. Hello all. Is it now called the live show instead of the live stream? Yeah, we're now a live show. The singers and the dancers will be on later on for you all. Kiam's on. Hi everyone. Hope you're good, buddy. How are the Orcas and the Grizzly Bears? Hope they're good. Evening everyone. Says Leonard. Hi Martin. How are you and your wife? We're fine. Not married. No ring on my finger, sunshine. I ain't married. Calling me my wife. She's good as my wife, but not officially. Not yet anyway. Right, what we're going to talk about this Friday evening is Premier League. I've had a little bit of a meeting today, and as much as the news and everyone else are saying that there is no decision being made, there has, if you believe some people. It's all over Twitter, it's everywhere. They have made decisions, they're just not going to make them public, because I don't think they're going to want an outrage on this, that the backlash that I think they're going to get. I don't agree with it. Anyway, we're going to go through that. We'll go through a little bit about Yankutu, our new right back, who is joining us in the summer, who has apparently give us a little bit more information on exactly what Pep Guardiola has said to him, and may not be as easy as just going out on loan. Then we're going to have a little bit of a chat about City's opinion or stance, excuse the pun, on safe standing within the Etihad Stadium and how they think about it. And then a little bit about Sergio Aguero and his opinion on coming back, playing. And then a little bit about the right-back situation at Manchester City. Has it been solved? We don't know. But let's go through your last few hellos, see how you all are this Friday evening. Martin, are you a showman or a cheerleader? I'm neither, mate. I'm just Martin. Hello, young'un. Yeah, 37 is the new 21, apparently. Apparently, because of the lockdown, we have lots of bears, cougars, and wolves. I've got a joke there, and I can't say. Lots of cougars. I'll be on the first flight to Canada. Anyway. Sorry. Some of you will get that, some of you won't. Anyway, I'm on the local trails as they are so quiet. Sorry, I made myself laugh then with that joke. I had a joke going on in my head and I didn't want to say it. Hey Blues, Man City 255, hope you're good. I'm more than happy with the Premier League to restart in June as long as there are no infected people by then. Otherwise, second possible wave is possibility. Well, I'm not as happy about that as you, Leonard. Kiam loves the outdoors in Vancouver nowadays. He does. Tom's on. Tom, Gary, how you doing, buddy? Hi, Martin. Sorry I'm late. No problem. Hey, Martin. Kiam loves the outdoors. This could be a good film title. 37 is the new 21. It was. I thought you prefer the Bears. Been with a few Bears, I tell you. Martin, bloody hell. No. Anyway, yeah. Let's crack on before I start getting messages of you shouldn't be saying jokes like that. Right. Anyway. Oh, right. Tom, too bad we didn't win those scarves on Insta, but thanks for taking part, mate. Right. Same Chris, I thought Bear would be his type. Bear hug. Anyway, no. Anyway, stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it, all of you. You're being naughty. All of you. Right. Now, the Premier League has come out with a lovely statement this evening to talk about how they think that the Premier League should restart. They had a little meeting with everyone. Now, I'm going to read you the exact statement to what they said. I'm going to leave that up for you just to have a little look at. Martin, do you like cats or dogs? Both. I've got both. I thought Bear would be his type. Martin, you're getting to Tots Hendo for yours. What? You're getting team of the year. Oh, team of the season Hendo for your team. I wouldn't mind that. Right, well, the Premier League. This is what was in the MEM by Samuel Luckhurst earlier on this evening. Now, it says the Premier League will hold another meeting next week to further discuss plans for a possible restart of the season. Basically saying that no decision was made today. Clubs are considering a tentative moves forward, and the Premier League reiterated the commitment to finishing the 1920 season, maintaining the integrity of the competition and welcome the government's support. The last Premier League match, as you know, was staged between Villa and Leicester on March the 9th, and the season was suspended on March 13th. Sport in France has been banned until September, with PSG declared champions, but Lyon have now threatened legal action on that, which we all knew was going to happen. The Dutch and Belgian leagues have now been cancelled as well. Excuse me. But a Premier League statement said, at a meeting of the Premier League shareholders today, clubs discussed the possible steps towards planning to resume the 1920 season when it is safe and appropriate to do so. It was reiterated that the thoughts of all are with those directly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Furthermore, the Premier League's priority is the health and safety of players, coaches, managers, club supporters and the wider community. The league and clubs are considering the first tentative moves forward and will only return to training and playing with government guidance under expert medical advice. No decisions were taken to today's shareholders meeting, and clubs exchanged views on the information provided regarding Project Restart, is what they're calling it. It was agreed that the PFA, League Managers Association, and the managers are key to the process, and the clubs reconfirmed their commitment to finishing the 1920 season, maintaining the integrity of the competition, and welcome the government's support. Now, that was the statement that got released. 20 minutes later, everyone was rolling with a completely different story. Now, I'm just going to go finish the comments, and then I'll say exactly what the new plans then were. So, were they telling us the full truth with they hadn't decided anything, or was that just to stop a global or a countryside mass hysteria, which you'll get? Does Martin eat steak for tea? No, I don't eat red meat, mate. White meat only. Red meat's bad for you. Andy's on. Hello, everyone. Hey, Andy. Hi, Andy. Hi, Andy. Everyone's saying hi, Andy. What are the chances Klopp will get peed off if the season doesn't get restarted? I'll talk a little bit about Klopp in a bit as well, but he won't be annoyed. 2 days after my birthday, do you not think it's going to happen? I think it will. Don't think it should. Klopp got screwed. I don't want to give too much away because we might talk about this on the Friday Night Social this evening. They'd have the league done if it hadn't cried off for a Christmas break. Klopp screwed Klopp. Yeah, well, you know what they were like. Christmas time, they were all moaning. They wanted to go and play in this Club Biscuit Championship. Well, anyway, Martin Lipton, quite a big reporter, journalist, not always credible, has now come out with a different line, and this is in the Times. It's everywhere now. They said the Premier League have decided they want to restart on June the 12th, and it is going to be at neutral grounds as long as the government approve the plan. So this is the plan that was actually agreed today, reportedly. This is what they are reporting. This is not definite, but this is what they are reporting. Now, remember earlier they made no decisions. That was the official line that come out. But every single journalist within 20 minutes of it had a different story, saying the Premier League will return on June the 12th and be staged behind closed doors at neutral grounds if the government give the green light. The latest video conference meeting on the 20 shareholders club lasted some 3.5 hours today as the debate of ranges issued. Clubs remain determined to finish the season if possible, as long as there is government approval. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has signalled the national lockdown will only be eased in stages and not before next Thursday. So whereas everyone outside thinks that we're all back at school, work and everything's reopening with next Thursday, it isn't doing. So you need to get that idea out your heads very quickly. Clubs are hoping to begin some form of formal training from May the 18th, with a target for the return of games to resume the season on June the 12th. The realities of COVID-19 issues worldwide mean clubs now accept fans will be banned into next season. So we're not just going to be banned for this season, it's going to be into next season as well. Although at this stage there is no date when the supporters might be allowed in to watch the players in the flesh again. But it was agreed following a series of discussions and briefings that matches will be restricted to specific stadiums throughout the country. They're looking at non-urban areas. They're going to be away from congested urban areas. So the stadiums that they're looking at are West Ham's London Stadium, Arsenal's Emirates and Manchester City's very own Etihad Stadium. Believe it or not, that is currently being used by the NHS. So are we saying we're going to kick out the NHS so games can restart? Funny that. But there is a little caveat to that. You are not allowed to play at your home ground. So Manchester City will not be allowed to play at the Etihad. Arsenal will not be allowed to play at the Emirates. And West Ham will not be allowed to play at the London Stadium. That is obviously in the tackle of issue of having supporters turn up outside their ground. So here we go then. But no club will be allowed to play in their own home ground in a bid to equalise the unprecedented scenario. The clubs agreed to meet again next Friday, 24 hours after the next lockdown announcement, and the scheduled May the 15th meeting has been put back to May 18th, giving the clubs more time to assess the evaluation. So at the moment, it goes on somewhat a year behind closed doors and everything else, but I don't want to go into that too much because I'll be taking away what we're going to talk about this evening a little bit, which I don't really want to do. So let me get into your comments. Let me take that off, then I can come a little bit more into the centre for you. Right. Tom says, Iona Beats is on evening, mate. They can't really promise anything now. Obviously, other leagues cancelling didn't make them realise this is dangerous. From Sergio's comments yesterday, not enough sure it's not safe. I'll go over Sergio's comments in a bit. If Liverpool would not be top of the league and the league would have finished, 16 players jostling at corner kicks, 6 allowed at funerals. Yeah, it's madness, isn't it? Absolutely madness what's going on at the moment. Madness. Hello Martin Cowles on. I might have to go as soon as it's my dad's birthday and we are watching a documentary with him. I will watch as much as I can. No problem, Fergal. Glad to have you on anyway. There is zero chance that people won't congregate outside a stadium. Exactly. But yeah, you know, what got me yesterday, you had the Mayor of London get absolutely battered from pillar to post because he was an Everton fan, it turned out, that he didn't trust the Liverpool fans to go and celebrate outside Anfield. But, which I think is quite an honest opinion to have. You know, whether you like it or not, Liverpool came out with a nice statement an hour later, but like I said, they had a bunch of idiots throwing bricks and bottles at the Man City bus and damaging it beyond repair. But apparently they don't have them sort of fans. Every club has idiots as fans. That's fact. So you will get a bunch of tools travelling down, and this not playing. You'll still get people, because they've been locked down 2 months, you'll still get people travelling down to the London Stadium as City fans. You will do. To watch, to stand outside. So it's an absolute crock of you-know-what, this whole idea. It really is. And Gary Neville hit the nail on the head. Until someone dies, that's when people might stand up and do something. But they won't, because all they give a damn about is the back pocket. And that's all they do care about. NHS workers will have the most space at United since Old Trafford is enormous. Yeah, well, so that's what gets me. We're going to kick out the NHS for this madness. Football has to be stopped, guys. Has Ruberto Blondie been on recently? No. Total madness. Mayor of Liverpool. Did I say Mayor of London? Sorry. Mayor of Liverpool. Liverpool fans don't care. They want the Premier League and we have people dead because of the virus pandemic. Exactly. It's just, it's sickening. It's absolutely sickening. And it isn't every Liverpool fan. Please don't get me wrong. This is not a witch hunt against Liverpool. But, you know, why did the mayor of Liverpool come out and say that? He obviously knows something. Right. Anyway, let's move on to talk about something a little bit different. Let's talk about something. Well, no, let's talk about this. This might go very well, actually. Right. Sergio Aguero yesterday made a comment. I'm just going to bring him in. Here we go. There's Sergio. Stood next to me. Which one's the good looking one? I can tell you which one it is. And it ain't Sergio. I wish. Anyway, I know you said there was going to be a Friday night. Has there been a change of plans? No, Friday night socials there. Football started. That won't be on until tomorrow morning. We've got to record it and then it'll go out tomorrow. Sean, if football starts, all business should be able to start again. Yeah, exactly. Carlton's on our guys. It won't happen. It is happening, Carlton, at the moment. Football is a great thing, but let it be when it's safe. What did the mayor say? What? The Liverpool mayor. He said he didn't trust Liverpool fans to not go out to Anfield and celebrate outside in mass groups when they win the league. Some people are already starting to go outside like nothing has happened. Yeah, the traffic on the road today, I've heard, is amazing. I've not been out all day. I've been working. Yeah, but I've heard it is quite busy out there. It's already the end of the first wave. No, just because it's the end of the first wave doesn't mean that we're out of it and we can always, have a party. Doesn't mean anything, that. Friday Night Soul Show recorded tonight at 10 p.m. Episode 1 will be on tomorrow. Yes, there you go. Right. Sergio Aguero has come out and says he doesn't give too many interviews, as you know about Sergio. He's faked that he knew any English for years when he really did, because he didn't want to do interviews after the games. But apparently, he's now given one. And let me go into it. This is what Aguero has actually said. Aguero undoubtedly spoke to many of his fellow professionals when he aired his concerns about playing. These are quotes from Sergio Aguero, our talisman. The majority of players are scared because they have family, they have children, they have babies, parents, he said. When we go back, I imagine it will be very tense. We will be very careful, and the moment someone feels ill, you will think, what's going on there? Oh, I hope there is a vaccine so all this ends. It does scare me, but I have just been here with my girlfriend. I haven't had any contact with other people. They say there are people who have it but who don't have the symptoms and they can infect you. That's why I've stayed at home. You can't be infected and you don't know anything about it. Oh, sorry, you can be infected and don't know anything about it. Sorry. The Premier League and clubs appear to have made their peace with starting up football without fans. If they finish the 1920 season in the time frame that has been mapped out, the games will only be allowed to take place behind closed doors, as we know. So, Aguero, he goes on, there is enough mess in the current situation without adding to it. Those under contract could technically be made to play, but would wage fines or the threat of them bother Aguero more than his own safety. Would David Silva, under no obligation, stay at the club beyond June the 30th? Really feel like playing on if he did not feel comfortable with the situation? And how would City look to enforce these things? Which is a really good point to make going forward, because we need to really now just remember about that is it's not as easy as just June the 12th. So 10 games. They're looking at 3 a day. 3 a day in the same stadium is what they're looking at the moment. Let me just take Aguero off. Boom, there he goes. Get back into your comments. Low fat says not happening. I'm just going to have a quick drink. Not happening. Won't believe it till I see it. I mean, what are the chances there will be a second wave of COVID or just propaganda to scare people? There's a high chance Man City 255 takes one person to have it again, and they go out, and then it spreads to 2. Then them 2 carry on somewhere else, spreads to 4, and it just doubles every time. So please do not think we're out of this. This is the real scary thing, that people think we're just out of it now. German government stalling on their starting. Yeah, 500 confirmed cases today in Germany, 6,000 in the UK today. Yeah, but apparently we're all going to be okay and restart. They're probably not thinking they do realise if one player gets COVID-19, they're going to get sued millions. That's exactly what Aguero said. Martin, they keep changing every final exchange just like the virus. Won't be the last one. If the Premier League starts, they must allow City to play in the Champions League. Don't want to say the same people who are supporting the Premier League starting to back out when City start the Champions League. Yeah, but here's the thing. What do you do with the Champions League now? Because PSG and Lyon have gone. What do? Do you put Juventus and Borussia Dortmund back in? How does that work now? Two teams have gone out of it already who were through. One of them was through. So PSG, I don't understand how you're going to do it. I really don't. Are you going to give them a bye into the next round? Because that's fair. Why can't they just finish it? Because then they'll be safer. Because they want the money. That's why I show. Sergio has a very good, valuable point. We just have to cancel this season, start next year in September, better that way. Might not be done by September, mate. I agree, people's health matters more than some sport. If one family member had a vulnerable child and decided don't want to put them at risk, Phil Neville was a prime example, and I'm sure there are more. What would happen to them? Are you drinking from a jam jar? No, I'm drinking from a cup, a glass that was bought to me by one of my pupils who made it. It's got my name on it and everything, but it is something to drink out of. Normally has a straw with it. That's just a hobby, but in human life that's worth more. Savage, have you changed your profile pic? Iwobi has said he won't play. As it is, Iwobi said he won't play. There you go then. There's one down. Chris Baker, no vaccine, no football. Spot on. So KDB will play and then go back to his wife that is pregnant. That is spot on, Carlton. KDB has just announced his wife is pregnant. Wonder what he's been getting up to in the lockdown. Eh? Yeah. I know, it's not that sort of a channel. Sorry, I'm skipping over that. I did say there'd be a baby boom in 9 months, didn't I? Did say there would, because what else have we got to do in lockdown? Anyway, coming off that topic, where does KDB stand? KDB is quite within his rights to go, I am not playing anymore. My wife has just got pregnant. I'm not playing anymore. There you go. What if one player at one club has it, the whole squad? Exactly, James Perry, they will be. Well, it's more important to say people, isn't it, for everyone who is suffering this. Martin, one may say Bundesliga starts for the Premier League and boom, first case, and the Premier League will change their mind. If the Premier League starts, UEFA Champions League must start. But Carlton, how? When PSG and Lyon have gone, they're not allowed to play football. So how do you restart the Champions League with two teams gone? 100% agree. Iwobi doesn't play anyway. That's a bit harsh, Ryan. Iwobi said he won't risk families for a wage packet. Spot on. And I've got other views on this. I'll come back to that, because anyone who watched the Sunday supplement last Sunday just gone, 5 days ago now, Martin Samuel, who is an excellent journalist, so down the middle. I won't go into it too much. So Andy, please remind me, I'm going to make this point tonight in the Friday Night Social. So you'll have to tune into that tomorrow to see what my point is. But he made a very good point on this. Is all I'm going to say is we might end up with a tea lady up front at this stage. If KDB and Guerrero doesn't play, then we are in big trouble. I'm going to go into this tonight, Fergal Norton. Right, let's come off this, because I don't want to go into it forever and ever, because I have no doubt whatsoever we're going to talk about this tonight in the Friday Night Social. I'm just seeing what else we're going to talk about. Let's talk about this man. The man that I've never seen play, but I'm already excited we've got him, is this man. Jan Coutu has apparently revealed what Pep Guardiola has said. Remember, he mentioned some stuff last week, how he was promised he's already met some of his teammates, gets on with them well, starting to feel part of the family. Not officially signed yet until he's 18 in July. But this is what Jan Coutu, our right back, has said. A lot of people say he won't even get a work permit. Well, he may not. But it's not guaranteed he's going out on loan either, if you listen to what some people, or what Jan Coutu has said. And these are direct quotes from him. Jan Coutu has said he has been invited to take part of Manchester City's first team training plans, rather than immediately being sent out on loan when he arrives at the club. City completed a deal for Couto earlier this year from Cortibia, and the 17-year-old will join the club in July when he turns 18. The Brazilian has spoken previously about Pep Guardiola's intervention to persuade him to join City over Barcelona, and how he expected to be sent out on loan again to gain experience at one of City's sister clubs in Europe, which is a common process for academy players, as we know. Now, though, Couto has told ESPN Brazil how Guardiola has decided to offer him a chance to prove himself at the club before a decision will be made to send him on loan. These now are the exact quotes from the youngster. I had a good conversation with Barcelona and I thought I would go there, but then Manchester City appeared and showed me how things would be there. At first they wanted me to go out, they wanted me to loan me out straight away, but then I spoke with Guardiola and he told me I would do pre-season with the first team and from there it would depend on me. Guardiola was very attentive and said he was really happy I was coming to the club. It was the best decision for me and the best decision I had ever made. I really wanted to do a full season in the Brazilian league, but unfortunately it has not worked out that way. I saw that I could achieve big things and I am fulfilling a dream by going to play in Europe. So there is Yan Couto with a little bit of a update on his future plans at the moment for joining City in July when he turns 18, not far off my age, being 21 and all. So let's get back into your comments, see what you guys think. I'm way behind now, I'm sorry. Alexander. So, yes, mate, because there was a clown the other day cloning my account. Yep. Alex listened to me. Told him to get a profile picture, and he did. Found it surprising that Leon beat Juve 1-0. Well, Leon aren't in it anymore because they're out. They're not playing football till September. So, you know, all intents and purposes, Leon have just knocked themselves out of the Champions League. Funny how this is going to work, isn't it? We have learned so much about people's put my teeth back in, morals, there's a word. Got to protect it from such individuals. So most players in the league was more about him playing being pointless because it's a Woba. Was he fake, Alexander? Did you hear that a mother and baby died and the baby survived? Isn't that really sad? Of course it is. Anything like that is sad. And it really is sad. It's just the whole situation's not good. How are we going to survive if we are excluded from playing in the Champions League because we have no Champions League history? Well, we do, because you get points to get into the semi-finals and the quarter-finals and out your groups and everything else. But it will be harder. We know that. Ian Cheeseman did a great piece this morning. I can't remember who it was with. If Andy's still on, Andy will know. Andy will know about that. But please go and watch that. Martin Samuel, a decent non-clickbait journalist out there, more concerned with the truth than making friends. I'll tell you exactly what Martin Samuel said tonight on the Friday Night Social. So watch out for that. T-Lady is better form than Razor. Oh, hang on, I'm way. Where am I going here? I guess Phil will not want to be the youngest player anymore. I know someone who tried to impersonate Scott Williams, says Ming Young, did you? Been following Kun on FIFA 20, that guy's funny. Hi Kiam. Chris Baker, I've never heard a statement so true. No joke, Razza isn't doing good at all these days. Someone just tried to copy Martin and his account as well. Yeah, they did. But then forget we're admins on the account. So, yeah. What an idiot. Where did you see it was on this channel? Let's hope we play this kid sooner rather than later, Couto. Their accounts, give the video a thumbs up. Yeah, guys, give the video a thumbs up. That'd be great. Alexander said, okay then. Martin listening to his comments about Pep's planning him. Is that a hint? Maybe Pep will stay more? Hopefully, Leonard. I hope so. Yes, on this channel, Fergal, this guy, girl, started typing comments here. Was it the same person that copied you, mate? More than likely. Question is, will Yan Couto make it at City? I hope he does. He looks exciting, but I've only seen him on YouTube. He looks rapid. They call him the new... what's his name? The right back for Brazil. What is it? Not Roberto Carlos. What's he called? The right back for Brazil. Very similar to him anyway. my mind's just, I've had a brain fart for a moment. It's really sad about the baby, and I know it is, but the thing is, Sean, best thing to do is don't think about things like that, and then you will not get upset. It is sad. Just say a prayer and have a think, but don't really overthink yourself, because especially in this day and age where we're locked in, you'll just make yourself feel worse. Teddy Flowers, there it is. Cheesy did a vlog this morning with Teddy Flowers. He's absolutely amazing on the football terrace. Really, really good. Go over and watch that after you watched us. After you watch me on here, that'd be really good. Cheesy says it how it is, especially if you've all seen the letter he said with Mo. Really good. Yeah, Andy sent it over on here on a thing. I hate those people. One people thought fake cap was Lionel Messi. Here's Teddy Flowers. I'm on my Man City stream lunch break. No problem. The new Cancelo. Danny Alves. There it is. Thank you, Chris. Been around for ages. Fergal, United fan. Cancelo. Not Danny. Yeah, Danny Alves. There you go. Not Gary Neville. Brazilian right back. Quick, Gary Neville. You off your rocker? Guys, I have to go now. Enjoy your days. Thank you, Fergal. Take care, mate. Teddy Flowers, you mean? Yeah, Flowers, whatever his name is. Right. You lot are just being a real what's it at the moment, aren't you? Right, let's get into this. Jurgen Klopp, as Jurgen, the man, the myth, the legend in his own head, has been talking about how Manchester City will be looking to topple Liverpool when the next Premier League campaign begins, and they already have a head start. So Jurgen Klopp is already starting his mind games. Whatever happens to this season, Liverpool will begin the next Premier League campaign as the team to beat, which we all know. I've said that on past other ones. After 3 years of finishing ahead of Jurgen Klopp, Pep Guardiola and his Manchester City players have been very much second best for the best part of 9 months, which they have. Ryan will disagree because he doesn't think there's much between the clubs. 22 points at the moment now. Anyway, I'm waiting for the comment. I'm winding him up. I'm waiting for it. The clash at Anfield may have been controversial, but the gulf between the teams over the course of 28 match days does not lie. City should enter next season in a better position regardless. Not only will they not have had a disastrous tour of the Far East, but their mindset will be much better. Because if you don't know, City have cancelled all their pre-season trips. Bernardo Silva suggested that there may have been complacency in the squad that had become the first team in a decade to retain the Premier League title, thinking they were Billy you-know-what. Having fallen 25 points behind the champions-elect, the third of the season still to play, there was presumably be no such thoughts when football returns. And if Liverpool had taken a leaf out of City's books with their relentless pace and winning tally, setting up what could yet set a new standard of excellence in the Premier League, the dethroned champions can use the lessons from Merseyside to ensure their disappointment is only temporary. Both Klopp and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain have spoken recently about the attitude at Anfield after suffering setbacks, and no matter what it was missing out, City in the title race or losing finals, Klopp never felt the pressure that his job could be in danger because he had the backing of the board. The same can be said for City, with Guardiola under no pressure from a team that was stuck with him at the end of a trophyless first campaign at the Etihad. We are now working with him to plan on how to return to the top next season. And the Liverpool manager may well be confident that there is more to come from his team, but they will be facing an unknown quantity in a City team that is not used to being anything but the best in English football. So Jurgen Klopp is saying he's got fears of City already for next season, and he thinks City are going to come out fighting already for next season. So let's get into your comments, see where we're all at. Terry Flowers, otherwise known as Clickbait Terry, definition of a plastic rag. Do you not like him, Kian? Gary Nevillino. Are you off your rocker? Gary Nevillino. Kloppity Klopp, yeah. Danny Alves is best right back ever. German and Catalonian mutual respect. He surely loves his soul for watching United every time. Liverpool hasn't won a squat yet. Martin, why would I disagree? I said there wasn't a big gap in quality, not that we were better. I said there was a big gap. You said there wasn't. 25-point gap, mate. Anyway. He'll bite in a minute. Let's see if he bites. Fun fact, Liverpool never won the Premier League before. Evertonian are better than both. In your dreams, Cal. Kiam, Cal, you never watched Cafu, mate. Much better than Alves. Cafu was amazing at AC Milan. Correction, Everton are crap. I mean that. The club which think most Scousers support. How will the Man City players get fit if there isn't a pre-season? There will be a pre-season. They're just not going to go on tour to do it. Kiam, Alves threw everything to the game. Pace, power, great defensive ability. He was unreal. Everton are worse than everything else. Ming Wong were 12th and City barely beat us this season. First game we're lucky and second we're super lucky. Carl's in dreamland again. If it ain't all depends if City will have good signings in certain areas. He really obsessed with me. I'm not obsessed with you. You worry, I'm not obsessed with you. Right. There's been rumours, as you know, that Andy's favourite player, João Cancelo, is going to get player of the season. And pause. And wait. I'm joking. João Cancelo has not settled in and we're looking like he's going to leave to Barcelona of all places. Because Barcelona is skint and they've got no money. So now they're bringing in anyone they can. First it was the young guy from abroad, the striker. Can't remember his name. The carpet maker. We can't remember the guy who suddenly was Messi's partner. Now they're looking at bringing in João Cancelo. And the idea is that's been talked about is this man coming in the other direction. FC Barcelona's Nelson Semedo. And the MEN have gone with a line of could Nelson Semedo could solve 3 transfer problems for Manchester City. Says it's common for Man City to be linked with dozens of players as the transfer window approaches, but the reality is often that the club have a long established shortlist of targets to pursue in good time. Didn't overcome company. Last season that planning saw Rodri and João Cancelo move to the Etihad, but a deal finding Maguire did not materialise. Despite Maguire joining the ranks, City are notorious for their transfer market planning, and their movements last summer clearly showed a club who would deviate from a pre-agreed strategy. It is no surprise then to see reports of City ploughing ahead with their transfer business earlier, as Barcelona's Nelson Semedo is strongly linked with the move to the Etihad. It might be a wise move to get players in early given the uncertainty that will characterise the rest of the 2020 football landscape. If Semedo is indeed a target, according to Sport, City are close to agreeing a deal worth €45 million for the right back that would see fellow Portuguese international João Cancelo and his best ever player move the other way. Cancelo's transfer to City has not really worked out this season, with Pep Guardiola regularly wanting more from the former Inter Milan and Juventus player, and it might be best for both parties to part ways, and in Semedo, City would get a near perfect replacement. Firstly, he's more likely to adapt to Guardiola's demands, having played at Barcelona for 3 years under a system that is closer to Guardiola's than Cancelo would have been used to in Italy. He's comfortable with the ball and likes to support the attack. It's a low-risk transfer. Another problem that Semedo would solve is the Benjamin Mendy dilemma. Mendy's injury problems could force City to search for a new, more reliable left-back this summer, but the likelihood of attaining all targets will be made more complicated as clubs deal with the implications of the coronavirus. And also, while Semedo was primarily a right-back, 2 of his 3 assists for Barcelona this season have come from just 3 appearances on the left-hand side of the defence. Maybe this ability to cover at left-back would be enough to purchase of a more natural player in Mendy's position. Finally, there is the likelihood that clubs will be more reluctant to lose players in what is likely to be shorter but more unpredictable transfer market, and Ben Chilwell of Leicester City, for example, has been linked with City, but Leicester are known for standing firm against interest in their players and would need to have a replacement lined up. So, they are going with, at the moment, that Nelson Semedo would be the best solution. Right, I'm going to bring myself back into here now. What do you guys think? Nelson Semedo? Is he your cup of tea? Does he float your boat? Does he spark your firework? You let me know. I've got all the puns. I'm here all day. Braithwaite, there you go. Thank you. Part-time candlestick maker they bought. Let me see. Do you watch Spencer FC? No? Okay, but you say so, Carl. Cancelo leaving. Where's your champagne, Martin? Hey, you listen, me and Kiam have defended Cancelo at games all season. You could see our WhatsApp messages. Andy has berated this guy all season. He turned around, was calling Sergio bobbins, and KDB was useless, and we had to say, whoa, stop. You're going over the top now, Andy. Anyway, the squad is good and young talent's coming through the academy. Yeah, but Foden doesn't get a game, so how are the others getting games? 2 quality centre-backs then City equal to Liverpool. I'm joking, by the way. Andy didn't really slag off KDB and Aguero. Danilo shouldn't have left and City failed to replace Vinny. Simple, exactly, Leonard. Man City fan, you know you claim nothing about 65% of Liverpool. Liverpool fans, we sing all your fans are Norwegian because of 2013. They had the most sales from that country. I think Richarlison is the best player in the league, no debate. Oh, don't bow down to Carl. See, my name's on it. Mr. Horsfield. Right, Richarlison or Sigurdsson. Best is Bruno. Go away with that. My nan's better than Gilfer. What's your nan got to do with it? I'm joking about Bruno. Theo Walcott, very underrated. Blundell and... Oh, what are you on now? Not the Bruno obsession. Let's not... Where are we going here? You know when United drew with Everton, I don't think that the other goal that came off Maguire was offside. Oh, what are we talking about this for now? Oh no, Martin all day. I'd rather sign Max Aarons from Norwich. Could be our TAA. It's not FIFA, Kiam. Stop it. If that goal counted, Everton would have kicked some red. Yeah. Max Aarons won't get in City's 11. Right, well, we're going down a road here. Right. I'm going to go in a moment. I said this, well, I didn't want to tell you it wasn't going to be a long one. It is, thank you, Alex. Well, it was from the staff and students. I just want to say thank you for coming on. Please stay safe if you can. Just because we're now being told we're past the peak does not mean go out. Does not mean start doing everything. Still, look after yourself, please. You need to. Look after your loved ones. You may not have you might feel you're okay. Go out, you bring it back to someone in the household. Please be careful in these day and age. Do not think that we're out of this yet. Don't make the same mistake that the Premier League are about to make. Please don't do that. But guys, Friday Night Social will be live. Well, it won't be live tonight. We're going to record it tonight. It will be out on the channel tomorrow. Probably tomorrow morning. Knowing Andy likes to get things out nice and early. We're going to have a laugh. We're going to have a giggle. No doubt we're going to talk about the Premier League restart. I'll go into more depth on there. I'll probably have a bit more of a say. I'll tell you what Martin Samuels has said as well, which is very interesting. But guys, please look after yourself. Have a look at the link Andy put in earlier from Ian Cheeseman and Terry Flewers. On the football terrace earlier. It's about 30-35 minutes of a great video. Well done to Cheeser. Represents the fan base superbly. Well done to you, mate. Thumbs up. We love you. All here at Man City Man TV. But guys, give the video a like. Give it a share. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done. As it says, please now look out for our brand new promo videos that will go up 2 hours. It will go live onto the channel 2 hours before we add you live. So you will get a 2-hour notice of what time we go live. So like today, it went live on the channel about 5 o'clock, meaning we will be live at 7. So it'll be me or Andy, but we will tell you exactly what we're going to talk about. We're going to put it out on Twitter. Please enjoy yourselves, stay safe, have a great weekend. I might not be back weekend. We'll probably let the Friday Night Social do its thing over the weekend, as we always do. Might be back over the weekend. If not, we'll be back Monday. But guys, please take care. I'm going to say your last few comments, say my goodbyes, say thanks to everyone, and then I'm out of here. I'm going to go and put my makeup on for the Friday Night Social and look good. Some of you actually believe in I'm doing that as well. Don't need to do my hair anymore. I've got none. Let me see where we are. Nice gesture from your student. Yeah, cats are evil, says branch leader. No, they're not. They're nice. Are people forgetting Kyle Walker just had the best season of his life? Yeah, but he made a boo-boo. He's not meant to get in the team. He's a great young right back who can provide competition for fairly cheap and will go into a quality player. You are singing snob. What? You are singing snob. What? What you on about, snob? Who's a snob? Thank you, Martin. If that was Walker's season of his life, God help us, cost us more. See you, Martin. Watch out for the Cougars. Thank you. Don't. I've got to deal with you tonight on that. Stay safe, Blues. Cheers, Martin. Take care. Chris Baker, I'll speak to you later anyway, buddy. Take care, Martin. Man City 255. You too. Thanks for coming on, buddy. It's all about behaving responsible and not trying not to infect other people. Exactly, Alex. You take care as well. Same goes for you, Chris. Ming Yi Wong. People still dying. Be safe, everyone. Great chat, Martin. Cheers, Blues. See you, Martin. Can I need to watch along for Man City? Can you do a watch along for Man City Barcelona? We might do. We might do. Ian Shrewsbury is a true role model. He is. I subbed ages ago, but thanks anyway. Love Cheesy. Make sure you click your ultimate team. Yes, I will. Don't forget to have a cigarette. Don't get lost, you lot. Right. Alex, Ryan, Carl, Man City 255, Catherine and Sean, Leonard, Chris Baker, Iona Beats, Kiam, Andy, Branch Leader, Timbuktu and everyone else. Baz, going through everyone now who's been on tonight. Thank you so much. You've been a breath of fresh air. I love talking to you. Ming Yi Wong, Fergal was on earlier on. I'm just trying to see if anyone I missed out, because I'd like to say goodbye to everyone. Low Fat was on earlier. I'm seeing where else. Carlton was on earlier. James Perry was on earlier. James Perry, should I say. Thank you all for coming on. You are superstars, each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Tom was on earlier. Iona Beats. Thank you, Tom and Gary. Have a lovely evening, guys. Love you all. For the fans, by the fans. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I'll speak to you all later. And as always, up the Blues. Have a good weekend, guys.